right, the men's health title has been a long-time successful resident on the bookshelves. It's done well in the recent PICA Awards for magazine excellence, but how has it changed in a digital age, and are readers still obsessed with toning, six-packs and smelling good? Or has the content mix had to change? We're always hearing about the death of print in the male interest market. How strong is it right now?
Everyone in magazines is finding that the evolution of content is certainly challenging, no less so in the magazine industry with the men's magazines, the men's sector. I think all of our challenges in the men's sector are different, so I can't speak for everyone else, but what we've found is that we needed to be brand specialists across platform. There's no longer a magazine, so for us it was reassuring to win these awards, but I'd like to see something that represents what we're doing on the ground, which is definitely across platform. We've developed very, I suppose, gradually with our audiences. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, these are just a natural part of what we do, and I don't think anyone would balk at trying to reach an audience through just a magazine alone. It's something that we've had to do, or you just have to move on.
Let's talk about content itself. In my introduction to you, I facetiously mentioned, toning, six-packs, aftershave and that kind of thing. That's important, but has the content needs of your readers changed in recent times?
The Six and Abs line, I love it because it's a great entry point for the magazine. It's a great sales point as well, by the way. But I think that the mix of the magazine has changed in that we're reflecting what men's needs are. I mean, grooming, who would have thought? Men's grooming is one of the most important sectors ever for advertisers and for men. There's no information out there. So they do turn to trusted brands like Men's Health for that information. Food, when I first joined Men's Health, we used to have 2 pages of 15-minute meals. Now we could quite easily do an 8-page feature, a full video series, and a social media link-up regarding a pig feast. This is a big thing. The kitchen is the new garage for men, and I think we're finding there's a lot of niche interest that we're bringing into the magazine that's just evolving the entire brand.
What does it say, though, about men in 2013, 2014? Have we become softer?
Definitely not. I think we're becoming broader in our interest. I think this reflects what's going on in the world. We have so much access to information, but slowly but surely we're returning to the trusted sources of that information, where we know we're going to get credible experts, we're going to get advice that we can trust, and this is where we're finding that guys are coming back to our brand.
You've done well in the 2013 PICAs, particularly in the columns section. In terms of your magazine, what makes a good columnist? But perhaps more importantly, I wonder, do columnists have a lifespan?
I think they do, but I think that's up to us to keep on refreshing and changing the mix. What makes a great columnist for us is all about relevance. And I think that for me is going to be something that we're going to look at more. Magazines do essays and columns really well. That's where the voice comes through. And it was really gratifying for a guy who used to be on the staff, Adam Cook, to win Columnist of the Year, because I think it offers a window into a man's life that perhaps social media can't in 140 characters, but read over 2 to 3 pages. It's what magazines do incredibly well. How we transition that online, whether we become a weekly column provider, is another story. But I do think that columnists play a huge role in discerning magazines and also giving us that voice that makes it so important for our brand.
Well, congratulations on your success. Jason Brown in Cape Town is the editor of Men's Health magazine. Finally, this week, in our never-ending search for great advertising, we've come across this online phenomenon. It's a short video for the pool cleaner Creepy Crawly that features actor and comedian Jason Goliath as the Creepy Crawly Wrangler. The agency is Ebony+Ivory, and we think it hits all the right marks. It's funny, it's self-deprecating, and in the world of online brand communication, it has that critical attribute called shareability.
You know what makes this animal for me the most scary? Is you see it like us, it's straight, but it can bend. I started this because my father was a crawly hunter. It was very natural for me. It was very, Barry, we're making a movie. The creepy is a wild creature. It's indigenous for South Africa. A lot of zoos have them in the world. I don't want to say it's a snake. I don't want to say it's a vacuum. But it's in the middle. What do creepies eat, really? What I've seen just from dissection, those things love leaves. Any leaves? They love grass, and one time a parktown prawn also I found it. So this is a omnivore. It's leaf and meat, anything. Most people don't know there's a creepy. My gift is to find a creepy I take a creepy out before people realize there's a problem. Hello, Barry. Come in, Barry. Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
When did you catch your first one?
I was 4 years old. We went here to the baths. The caretaker was very careless. Creepy was in, wasn't supposed to be in. Came suffering here with the children. It was in my blood, it was instinct. I didn't even think to risk my life, I was there. Can I show you actually? It moves, you feel a heartbeat. Now you feel it here, you can feel the movement. Once you touch it, it knows you around. Now before it can bring the head part, you must move the head around. You keep the head away from you and you just keep, because if the head comes towards your body, don't remember this thing can bite. Once you grab the body, you can just pick the creepy up. You take the creepy out of the water. Once it's out of the water, you put him down. You make sure the head is one side, you hold it down. You hold it, you can put your foot on it and then look at the people because the people are expecting you to be a hero and they don't want you to panic. Just, are you okay there, Barry?
What if people want a creepy crawly in their pool?
Why? But why will anyone want this thing in there? I'm doing people a favor. You cannot want it. Have you seen a creep? People became scared because it was like a horror movie. You could hear him. I used to hear him in my sleep. And then they changed the sound. I think they knew that I was coming for them. And they had to find a tactic now, a mechanism to evade me. Becoming almost silent. They record these things for almost 40 years. I'm continuing the legacy. Close. I see him. We gotta get him. Come on. Grab the tail, Barry. Come on, man. We gotta be with the camera. I can't take you and the creepy. Come on. Okay. That's my boy. Is how you wrangle a creepy. Yeah, the good life. Well, it's very simple. If you're being sleepy, you're going to be in trouble with the creepy.
That's our show, and thank you for watching.
News that moves. ENCA.com.